My name is Susie Mawson and I'm a director and tutor for online training for counsellors. My voice will be the backdrop for this online presentation, Best Practice. The aim of Mind the Cyber Gap is to explore the practical, legal and ethical issues for counsellors and psychotherapists who are considering working online via video camera. We're going to begin this session using VC. It will be useful to open the programme to explore the features as we mention them. VC is particularly useful when you know you have low bandwidth. This may be due to it being a busy time of day or evening. This may be due to where you live, or perhaps equipment is due for updating. If you think of an internet connection as a narrow tube that doesn't allow data to flow through quickly enough, VC is designed to use 30 to 50% less bandwidth, so overcoming the stuttering video you might otherwise see. Features which you will probably use regularly on VC are similar to those on other programs. Do Not Disturb is accessed via the drop-down box on the programme and adjusting to busy, which also has a red light that others can see. The font size can be adjusted by locating Edit, then Transformations, and within an open conversation, clicking on the paperclip will allow you to add files. There are a number of different aspects to consider before beginning your session. Preparation is key, or the unexpected is likely to occur. You yourself will have a safe private location for the session, but it can be useful to look past the client and check their situation. They may be in an open plan room and likely to be interrupted by others, or perhaps in a bedroom with a sleeping child in the background. It's home for them, so this feels comfortable. So you may need to discuss a change with them before you can begin your session proper. Check out what the client can see behind you. Those flowers which look so attractive in their vase may seem to grow out the top of your head on screen. Be explicit and put a sign up if you have to that you're working. This is not the time to explain where PE kits are or accept cups of tea. Consider a headset. Only one side of a conversation is available then, and no one needs to raise their voice to be heard. You are likely to meet family pets and also hear answer phone messages booming in the background. Unless your own pets are part of your therapeutic work, you will probably want to avoid that. We are now looking at the administration which underpins this online work. We have a robust assessment. We have a clear contract showing informed consent. We need to outline the process. What does the client expect? Who contacts who? The client also needs to be made aware of what will happen if there are technology issues. If the sound goes, if the picture goes, who will contact who? Good practice invites us to display all or some of this information online, on our websites often, in addition to sharing it with our clients. Online disinhibition refers to the lack of restraint or regard which can seem rude or even offensive to the person on the receiving end. When behind a computer screen, it can feel safer to speak one's mind. You might know it as flaming or trolling. In counselling, this dismantling of psychological barriers benefits the therapeutic process. Secret fears and feelings can be explored under a cloak of either real or perceived anonymity. Ghosting generally refers to disappearing without notice, often used with a couple relationship. There's no emails, no texts, no contact. As therapists, we may realise we have a cancelled appointment which wasn't rebooked, or just simply no longer hear from a client. It seems some clients simply no longer need our input. Pseudonyms are made-up names, pen names, nicknames. Sometimes clients use them, sometimes therapists. Whether or not you use one can depend on whether you work individually or as part of an agency. There are pros and cons to both for the therapist and the agency, and often there is a good reason for using one.